Right. Blood whip stuff, overall, very good. Heartbeat, overall, very good. Make the lullabies be removed for Trickster and Sadako. Or make them much smaller for Sadako. Remove them for Trickster, he doesn't need one. If you need to make their terror radius bigger to compensate, do it. Map changes, they can be fixed, not a big deal. Map changes otherwise, for the most part, really good. Healing other survivors should be probably 16 seconds or 18 or 20 tops. Healing other survivors should be much more attractive than healing yourself. The fact that healing yourself with a medkit is still... Don't forget that if you heal yourself with a medkit, that only takes one survivor's time. So technically, healing another survivor is now 48 seconds cumulative time. So healing yourself with a medkit is still twice as efficient as healing another survivor. That is absolutely insane and should not be in the game. And the fact that the devs didn't recognize this and didn't make this entire update around this fact is mind-boggling. They could have asked any person that has more than 100 hours in the game, they would tell you that self-healing is really strong. So that is crazy to me. But it's okay. They nerfed the medkits a bit. Sure. They also nerfed everything else. Yeah, that is really, really bad. This should be very bad. Not even bad. Very bad. Medkits giving 1 to 2 heals max. That's fine. Healing others with medkits only giving a slight thing. That's bad. They should be looking for more ways to make altruism worth it. Self-care being butchered, I think, is a bad thing, especially for beginners that use self-care very commonly. And they also see a lot of guides from when self-care used to be meta. So I think it's a weird move. The recovering things, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that it was a mistake. If it's a mistake, okay, no problem. If it's not a mistake, this is one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen in this game. Recovering on the gun for 48 seconds before you can get it picked up. So you get down 4 times and you're already bleeding out. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Undo all of that. And then it's fine. Healing others with healing perks being a bit faster. That feels okay. We'll make it being a bit more strong. That's okay. But you know what's going to happen when you get tunnel or camped. Mangle being 30 seconds. A bit rough. Healing with self-care being 86 seconds. Literally laughing stock. Styptic now being a bit shorter. Lazy fix. Doesn't change much. Syringe being auto heal in 24 seconds. Guess what? It's 24 seconds when you can do gens. So if you're not chased, you're fine. And if you're chased, just drop a couple safe pallets, you're completely fine. It's still really strong and it's now more necessary than before. I would have reworked these add-ons. Personally, I would have made the Styptic only work on other survivors, again, to reward altruism and not make you a one-man army and not make the game about splitting up, gens, get adrenaline, get out, which is what it is right now sometimes. Syringe auto healing. It should require charges to do this. At the very least, I still think it's dumb. The add-ons overall on medkits, I think, are a mistake. They have no fun, no factor. There's an add-on to make you heal 5% faster. There's an add-on to make you, and you're gonna heal once, by the way, so 5% faster. There's an add-on to give you an extra 2% on a heal if you hit a skill check. What is that? What is that? Who's gonna use that add-on in their right mind? Absolutely no one with more than 5 hours in the game is gonna do that. So, absolute mistake. Out of the 10 or so add-ons, or 12 or so add-ons for medkits, 3 or 4 are now gonna be used always, and the other, there's 5 to 6 that will never see any use. What could have they done with add-ons? They could have made add-ons to show you the auto of injured people. They could have made add-ons to remove bleeding or status effects after healing for a few seconds. They could have made add-ons that give you a tiny speed boost when you heal someone else. Add-ons to make you heal a bit quieter. Add-ons where if you get interrupted, the mangle doesn't, the hemorrhage doesn't kick in for 5 seconds. They could have made add-ons to have little effects here and there that could have been interesting. Did they do that? No. Just change the numbers on all of them. Make them even more boring. Gearhead buff, good. Overzealous buff, good. Painter's nerf. Probably good to break up the meta, but they should maybe make it a tiny little bit stronger, then it would be fine. That hard nerf, I guess, probably good to break up the meta, but guess what? If you tunnel a guy with nerfs, now they have nothing. Nothing's gonna help them. Nothing's gonna help them. So buffing high tier killers is a mistake. But well, they should address that separately. Kyle O'Brien, in my opinion, over-nerfed. They should have left it as it is or nerfed it very minorly. Overcharge should have been reworked instead of nerfed. It's a perk that is both useless when survivors hit skill checks and extremely oppressive at lower levels when they can't. Because, I would rework it personally, but I mean, fine. Circle of Healing change. Kind of brutal with the other changes, but on its own, fine. The heat changes on Billy don't make much of a difference. The engravings change, one of the worst things in this patch. Not for what it is, because let's be real, there's 3 players playing Billy in total, but for what it means. What it means is that the developers, sorry about that, that the developers do not care about what people think, because no one in their right minds thought that this add-on was bad. Not even the most whiny people in the forum thought that these add-ons were too bad. Instead of seeing 2 add-ons that stand out and being like, people always use these add-ons at higher level. Maybe these add-ons should be partially basic. Instead of making that very obvious connection, they instead said, oh yeah, these 2 add-ons must be overperforming, let's just nerf them. And not even rework them, just nerf them. There's a -3, -5, -10% here and there. -5, -5, -5. Boring, absolutely boring, and a slap to the face of any person that, despite all the stupid changes that Billy has had, still plays Billy. My condolences to you guys. And I'm not doing this to pander. Some of the changes they've done, I'm happy with. I don't want to just shit on the devs, but that was horrible. Only add-ons tweaks. Again, this should be reworked and they should be merged. But I guess that this is a just quick tweak, so whatever, they're fine. Pig add-on tweaks, they're probably fine. We can't test them because her animations is broken. Freddy add-on tweak, fine, I guess. Makes them even stronger, sure. He's got really bad add-ons, so now he's got 2 that are a little bit better. Won't complain. Pyramid Head add-on changes, fine. Clown add-on changes, they should rework them. They should rework them. This add-on is garbage, and this buff does almost nothing. And this add-on is way too strong at camping, and this add-on, and this change, go for it, but this add-on should be reworked. Whatever, for now, I guess it's better than nothing. Flashy changes, you can no longer burn the nurse, that's fine. You can still prevent her from starting a blink, which is the most important bit, so changes to nurse, fine. Changes to Wraith, I guess it's good. It's a killer that's now super strong, now you can bully him with flashlights, that's completely fine. Changes to Spirit, you will never even know what happened, fine. Changes to Artist, maybe not necessary, but fine. Makes a killer that many people don't play a bit more attractive. Changes to Hag. Yeah. I would have done some buffs here and there, some changes. Like, this could have come now, but I wish it would have come with some other changes to make her a bit more attractive. Right now, the Hag is in a really strange place. Then again, keep in mind that in the slow healing meta that this could usher, Hag would become stronger. You no longer have to worry about, you know, medkits lasting forever and circle of healing. So she'll be fine. She'll be fine. I just feel a bit weird. I don't really know if it's good or bad. Pinhead box cam prevention, perfect. You know, just makes an annoying playstyle gun. Kinship no longer makes you harder to camp on a cage against Pyramid Head. Super weird change. It was true that it was weird. It just makes a perk that no one uses even more useless. Would have been nice if on top of this we had Kinship. Now works always. And it's great because it's a common perk. So even if you're new, you don't get camped easily without having to buy Resident Evil DLC number 2 Rebecca edition. That would have been nice. But we didn't get that. They just nerfed the perk very minorly. Is it a big deal? No, but it's kind of weird. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the PTB. Overall, what do I give it? A 6 out of 10. The changes that were good were very good. The fact that they are brave enough to break the meta with some of the strongest perks on both sides, namely Painter's and Deadheart, that is good. That is good. Undoubtedly. Even though I have mixed feelings about how they did it, and overall I think this is a good direction. But the healing, the fact that they don't understand that self-healing is the real problem and not just healing in general, the fact that they don't understand just how bad of a move and how horribly disconnected from reality it looks when they nerf the Billy's, you know, 2 good add-ons, those things are a really, really, really dark omen, and it makes an otherwise really nice PTB just lose much of its charm. So yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on the PTB, and I'll now be sharing this document, and I'll be writing a bit more on it, and I'll be sending it to the devs for their consideration.